It absolutely terrifies me to think about my son's generation growing up in a new world order. It absolutely terrifies me because I think about my son and I think about how I grew up, and I know, and I want you to be prepared and understand that our children are not going to grow up in an America that you and I grew up in. They are not going to. It's a pipe dream if you think so, because it's absolute delusion, because things are changing so rapidly now. They're not going to grow up in that America that we had. They're just not. They're not going to grow up in that world that we lived in. They're going to grow up in a new world order. It's coming. And we have to be prepared to equip our children for a new world order. Because it's coming. It's already here. But it's going to dominate and take over. And deceit is one of the main ways. People being deceived. Deceived by false religion. Deceived by being religious. Listen, that's the one thing people don't understand. You think the New World Order is going to be ran by atheists? No, it's going to be ran by religious people. You kidding me? All the cults and everything else going on right now, they're all different compartments of Satan's kingdom. And at the top, they all agree with each other. They're not separate. The first thing I think about is my generation, my son's generation. I wonder if I'll make it out of this life with my head. I think about that. I wonder if I'll make it out of this life as an old man, to live to be an old man, and to die an old man. I wonder if I will. I wonder if I'll be taken out. It's frightening to think about my son growing up in the New World Order. Just him growing up in that. Because it's coming. It's coming very quickly. You know, it's not as if it's a light matter anymore. It's not as if, you know, it's a long ways away. I don't see that. What I see today from the signs that we are watching and we're just seeing right in front of us, that things are moving forward quickly. I wonder if I'll live to be an old man and still hold on to these liberties that we have left, that we experienced in this country for so long. These are sobering thoughts. I don't pretend that they're not. They should stir up our thoughts. Will we be the generation that loses all liberty that is left? Will we be the one that fails our children's generation? I think about the Baptists that fought hard for the liberties that we abuse and care nothing for today. I think very soberly of how those God-fearing holy men would be ashamed to see sodomites parade around in pretended liberty and act as if that was what this once great lively experiment was meant to end up like. A bunch of sodomites dancing around. I think about how in my generation it's hard to find biblical preaching and biblical churches in the land of the fee and the home of the slave. Think about how my son's generation, and I look at the effeminate youth out there. Boys that don't want to be men and take care of wives, or boys that like boys and not women. I think about how American history is being completely erased. True history is being erased. How the Pope and his race pimps through the Masonic orders are trying to erase any bit of Southern heritage, a war on the South completely, and erase any bit of Baptist and Protestant heritage he possibly can. I wonder if my son's generation will stand for anything. Will they? The one place where the gospel rang out everywhere, where we still had much liberty. Will they stand? Will my son's generation, will the children in this room, will they stand?